Okay, so what is your name?
Carl Ingram.
Okay, and where were you born?
I was born in Chicago, Illinois.
Tell me something you remember about Chicago.
Chicago was a tough neighborhood. Had a lot of racism there. My father was killed by the police while in while in Africa. I mean in Chicago. So life was really harsh there.
Okay. What happened after Chicago? Did you move?
Yeah. So after that, my mother remarried and met my stepfather, and we moved to Charleston, South Carolina. Unfortunately, we still lived in the projects, which Charleston's projects were really rough as well.
How'd you get out of the projects?
So that's a good story. My buddies, we were all hood rats, and they wanted me to. They said I could talk well. They wanted me to find a another way in life, and they said, "You, Carl, you're going to make it for the rest of us." So I said, "Okay." I always loved loved school. I did well in school, and so I wanted to become a an electrical op engineer. So I joined South Carolina to become a electrical engineer. Unfortunately, times were harsh. I didn't have enough money to stay in, so I had to get out. And when that happened, I realized the only way to make a living, I figured I could join the military, and then once I get in, I could finish my ROTC and get a degree that way.
Okay.
So I joined in joined the Navy. Because had really good scores. I became one of the first African American reactor operators in the Navy, which was really cool. And I went and did that for 11 years, but it wasn't easy.
Mhm. So tell me, you said it wasn't easy. Tell me some of the things that you faced while you were in the Navy as a reactor operator.
So after I approved that I could make it, and I was did well on my scores, and a lot of times they didn't even believe it. Wow, Carl really did that. But we got several times. Where one time, one of the worst times, we were out on a cruise, and I was on watch, and we got hit with a torpedo signal, and we were believing we were going to get hit by the torpedo. So we launched a torpedo to go hunt for the ship that fired at us, and then we dove deep, and then we were heading back to the surface to get a signal back, and decided we were going to basically fire our nuclear missiles because we thought we were being attacked by the Russians.
Oh, wow. How did a situation like that affect you mentally?
It was a pretty. I basically I've had that dream, and I lost a lot of close friends while during my military times, and I kept ever since then I've been having this dream that I'm stuck underwater, and when I was on the ship, I eventually at one point I literally took the gun, put it up to my mouth, pulled the trigger, and somehow I missed.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Um, so how long were you in the Navy?
I was in the Navy for 11 years.
Okay. What did you do after the Navy?
So after the Navy, I went to work for Intel. Um, I became one of the. I was a super became a software engineer. I started as a trainer, and then I became a software engineer, and I saved a lot of. I developed their database system. These systems that are still being used by Intel today. So I'd save these crazy capabilities that saved the company hundreds of millions of dollars, like literally.
Awesome. Anything else you want to tell?
Yeah. After that, after that, I started my own company that works on software engineering. I started working for the satellite with the Air Force and NASA. That became a great project. We created a lot of new technology, and then after that period, unfortunately, while we were working on those projects, I had a stroke, and it literally shut my life down. And it was basically, eventually they found it was tied to high blood pressure that I've been having since the Navy. And so after that, I've been trying to recover that because I always, I started teams, I helped people, I helped solve problems, and that had been my career. And to this day, I've still tried to do that.
Awesome. Awesome.
Thank you.